Welcome back to the WSXM channel. Don't know, my name is Stefan, so let's just dive right into it. So today the BRICS conference started, but last night President Putin did a press conference, pre-press conference before the summit starts. So in this press conference, he stated some facts, but take a listen to the facts, what he stated, and then we're gonna take a listen. Boom.
Совокупный ВВП объединения составляет более
The total GDP of the BRICS Association is more than $60 trillion, and the total share in the global gross product confidently exceeds that of the so-called G7 countries and continues to grow.
и продолжает расти.
Russian authorities are keen to promote the idea of a unified BRICS financial system to rival the dominant US dollar.
BRICS is perceived as an alternative to the dollar system. It became the platform that offers some alternative ways of carrying out economic and financial transactions. Russia proposes to use some kind of new currency, which could allow national currencies to be converted into a new unit of payment. It will reportedly be electronic digital money.
More than 30 countries have expressed interest in joining BRICS. Their representatives will head to Kazan to participate in the extended BRICS Plus format. Others, however, are in no hurry to join.
So there you have it. President Putin stating he's taunting the power, the economical power that BRICS had. I said this in a video yesterday that they have major power. With all 9 countries together, they hold over $60 trillion in spending and more than $60 million in trades and subsidies and stuff like that. So why is he saying this before the conference starts? He's setting the precedence of what's gonna be said and what we're gonna talk about. And as the economist said, they already have an idea of what the new currency is gonna be. It most likely, as she said, gonna be a more of a electronic currency, and it's gonna be tradable within the BRICS. So this is big news for our BRICS members and BRICS. Not only if you're not a member, if you want to just collaborate with them, they will also accept that, because there is 32 countries going to be attending this BRICS summit. Think about that. 32 countries. And out of that, no, not 32. Sorry, my bad. 34. And out of that 34 countries, 24 of them are presidents who will personally attend the BRICS summit. President Putin already met with a UAE representative last night, and he also invited the Palestinian president. He's there in Russia as well currently, and they are already having meetings. So to show you what President Putin is doing, he's collecting every single one of America's enemies, are people who America destabilize their country or wreck their economy by sanctioning them heavily, like Venezuela, Cuba, Malaysia, like Zimbabwe, and Yucatan. I forget I can't pronounce it properly, but countries who are under the thumb of the American currency. This BRICS invite going to actually be a big boost for them, especially Venezuela, a country like Venezuela who's rich in oil but cannot get any profit from it because of heavily sanctioned and because of the petrodollar, which now is no longer a thing. So if Venezuela get to join BRICS, that's going to be a big boost to the BRICS as well, and other countries who is vying to. Let's see how much people they admit this time. Last one they added 4 countries. Let's see if they can add more than that this time, or which countries they will add. So President Putin is saying, look, we have a major economy, even more than the G7. And even population-wise too, they are growing, because Africa have the youngest growing population. Like, I think it's 1.5 million young people. Billion, no, a million. 1.5 billion young people to enter the workforce. That's a lot. And then you have the Chinese population, you have the Russian population. So all the population come together, they hold a hefty percentage of population within the BRICS nations. So think about this: 34 countries guaranteed to attend the summit, and 20, as I said, 28 of them, 24 of them will be heads of state, and then the rest will be like ambassadors, ministers, and stuff like that. So this proves the power that the BRICS is garnering, and their main focus is destabilizing the US dollar. They're going to attack the Middle East conflict, and they're talking about also like funding programs with BRICS members and BRICS cooperators. So, and keep this in mind, the BRICS bank head office is in China, where it cannot be touched or reached by Western hands. Or they might try to hack it, but the Chinese and the Russian have the best hackers when it comes down to them kind of field, and the Iranians so as well. So that's a plus. They cannot mess with that bank. So that's point one. Point two, when they move away from the SWIFT payment system and joins the BRICS payment system, which they don't have a name for it yet, but it's coming. We might find this out in the summit between today and tomorrow. I will leave you guys get updates as they drop. So check back with my channel consistently throughout the next 2 days. And as soon as I get information, I will drop it concerning the new BRICS currency, which members are gonna be joining and stuff like that. So again, we have 9 of the biggest economies in BRICS already: South Africa, Ethiopia, Russia, China, India, Iran, UAE, Saudi Arabia, and who am I missing? So far, and we also have collaborators who haven't they are not a member yet, or they're not members, but they are collaborators. They work with the BRICS country. So this gonna be epic, and we're gonna see where the dollar gonna comes out at the end of this. And for all those who saying, I hear this thing going about, oh, Brooks is not Brooks. BRICS is cannot put a dent in the American global economical power. Let's see. Because if more and more countries are dropping the US dollar, and there's no longer the petrodollar, that in itself, the fact that there's no petrodollar in itself shows what this next 2 3 years, let's say 5 years from now, will look like when it comes to the US dollar. And more countries are dropping the US currency. China themselves are already selling off the US bonds. Russia totally stopped using the US dollar. India is on its way, right, phasing out the US dollars completely. South Africa as well is on its way to fade it out. Brazil is already trading with China and Russia in their own currency. So is South Africa. Who else? India as well is also trading with these countries with their own currency. So let's see what gonna happen in 5 years from now. Well, let's see what this meeting gonna bring forth first, and then from this meeting we're gonna see what the trajectory is and the projection will be for the US dollar and the US dominance on the global scale, economical wise, and how much they can sanction countries and how much will it work. Because Russia has proven American sanction does not work with them, because what, they don't depend on Western countries for anything. Energy, food, which is the two major things we need in the world. So they cannot manage, and they have a mighty army. So they cannot do anything to the Russian economy. It actually grew. The more sanctions they give, the more the Russian economy gets stronger, and they're still doing it. I can't understand them anyway. But more and more Western countries are also backing away from following the Americans down this trajectory of sanctioning countries, and the banks themselves are feeling the pressure as well. International banking systems are actually feeling the pressure as well. So anyway, without any further ado, let's hear what's gonna happen today, and then I will hit up guys and make you know what's going on. Return, keep check, and we'll update you.